After working a 10-hour shift, I used to go home and lay on the couch. Now, thanks to Lifewave X39, I get outside and I live life.
Folks, I have to tell you, I am beyond excited about Lifewave and X39. This is an answer to prayer to many.
So grateful for the energy enhancer. It makes every ride enjoyable.
Not only do I have energy all day long, but it turns the reverse and it helps me sleep at night all night long like a baby.
This is the best that I've felt, honestly, in the last 2.5 years.
6 days in, no back pain whatsoever.
I've been trying the X39 patch for about a month now, and all the crackles and pops in my wrists and all my joints are gone.
The very first time I put patches on my back, I was nearly immediately relieved of low middle back pain.
After working a 10-hour shift, I used to go home and lay on the couch. Now, thanks to Lifewave X39, I get outside and I live life.
Now I can go up the stairs without being out of breath, and that's pretty great.
Lifewave has helped me to feel years younger.
It works great. My skin's getting better, my energy's amazingly better, and so is everybody else I'm patching. So grateful.
I love Lifewave, not only for helping me increase my energy so immensely in just the last couple of months, but for giving me an opportunity to help my friends and family and strangers alike. Thank you so much.
For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain and in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to Lifewave for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using Lifewave daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
You have a very like a searing pain, like fire on your wrist, kind of cramping in the hand. All the muscles kind of tense up and get really knotted and tense. It kind of pulls all the tendons in my fingers. Today I can't feel it at all, so it feels like a normal hand and wrist, which for me is fantastic, because believe me, it does not feel normal at all on a daily basis. And you know, I'm 51. Anyone who knows of a certain age or a certain maturity, you know, things start to hurt, things start to ache. You don't heal as well. You don't sleep as well. You know, that slowly kind of things start to creep up on you. You know, I've got friends who are kind of active sports people, runners, and they're having fantastic results with these patches. So I wanted to kind of give a bit of a diarise of my personal experiences. So yesterday I put one on. You might have seen a post. I popped one on. You can put this particular patch either on the back of your neck or on your tummy. So mine today is on my tummy. Yesterday I had it on my neck. So yesterday I have a kind of a bit of a damaged wrist. End of 2015, I think it was, I had a really bad break of my wrist, and that resulted, I had to have an operation to reset it, then I had to have another operation to do a carpal tunnel release. You have a very like a searing pain, like fire on your wrist, kind of cramping in the hand, all the muscles kind of tense up and get really knotted and tense. It kind of pulls all the tendons in my fingers. I have loss of dexterity, so I kind of find it difficult picking things up, twisting things, writing, basically anything that I need to manipulate with my fingers. So I placed the patch on, and really within about the first 10 minutes, basically saw the hand relax. So that the hand, it's all that tension that normally I have to go and have an hour's massage on just to get the knots out, which only lasts a couple of hours anyway, it just kind of relaxed. I could extend my fingers. The general feeling of discomfort had kind of, just lessened. Today, I can't feel it at all. So it feels like a normal hand and wrist, which for me is fantastic, because believe me, it does not feel normal at all on a daily basis. So Thursday, I had an incredibly busy day. I'd been working, I worked all day, all night, and I worked till 1 a.m. in the morning. So yesterday, I should have been feeling pretty tired, and even on a normal day, by the time I get to around 3 o'clock, I don't know about you, but I could feel like having a nana nap. So I really felt like, yesterday I just didn't feel like it. I honestly, I mean, I wasn't so pumped full of energy. I felt like I'd go and run a marathon, but I had no fatigue, no tiredness, no kind of, oh my God, I just feel like I need to lay down. I just felt really good, just absolutely brilliant. So anyway, I went to bed as normal, but all I can say is, wow, what a night's sleep I've had. I have slept so deeply and soundly. I just feel like I did not wake up at all. But the most significant difference that I realised is that I've actually got chronic bursitis in both hips. So if anyone's not familiar with that, on your hip there is a pocket of fluid called a bursa, and it's between your hip bone and muscles that wrap over your hip bone. And mine has been chronically inflamed for years, so much so that you can't even touch my hips. You can't even kind of just poke it with your finger. If I lean against anything, it's excruciating, it's so painful. And what this means is that I can't sleep on my sides at all. I mean, literally, I have this want to roll over on my side when I go to sleep, and I literally, a minute, 2 minutes tops, and I can't. I've got to roll onto my back. It really had a twofold thing. Yeah, I had a great night's sleep, but also I could sleep on my sides because all the pain in my hips was gone. There's nothing there. So, and I am talking probably 7-8 years of not being able to sleep on my side. I feel like a new woman. I can actually probably, I can just curl up in a little ball and fall asleep on my side, which is a real first. And I know these sound like kind of little things, but all these little things actually kind of really make something quite phenomenal.
Hair has got a lot thicker as well. I can feel it myself. It's get thicker, stronger, and I'm being really surprised. The main thing that I have noticed with using these patches, and it's been my hair. I cannot believe for years now, I would say about maybe 4 or 5 years, I have been suffering from thinning of the hair, particularly around here, and being told it's a hormonal thing, going through the menopause, and that's what happens to some women. So tried everything for years, everything under the sun I've tried. Been to the hairdressers, been to the hair specialist, because when I wash my hair, the hair, there's that much hair comes out, it's all over my fingers, and it's actually quite upsetting. So I didn't expect this at all using the X39, and I would say this is 3 months, and I would say the last 2 weeks that I have noticed a big difference when I'm washing my hair. And I'm on purpose, when I'm washing my hair, I'm actually washing my hair over the bath and using the shower head, so you can actually see. I know it's disturbing sometimes, but you can actually see your hair when you're finished in the bath. Now, the last 2 weeks, I've been amazed at the amount of hair that's been in the bath, which has been very little. I'm talking about maybe 4, 5, 6 hairs, which to me is normal compared to, I've lost count. And that's been years that I've been suffering with this hair loss from. And the other thing is, my hair's not washed, but my hair has got a lot thicker as well. I can feel it myself, it's got thicker, stronger. And I'm being really surprised.
Yeah, it's just a patch like that behind the back of the neck. You can see Mum's very excited at the moment.
Very happy to think it works something for me. But this is a miracle.
The fact that you can lift it up like that is pretty amazing.
A miracle.
Especially on the second day.
I think it's not reality, to be honest.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. It's mental. It happens so fast.
I'll give you a quick rundown, bless her. My mum is 72 years of age. She has been a chronic insomniac for years, unable to sleep. Has been suffering with a really bad shoulder due to an injury for, over 20 years now. For the last few years, she's asked, basically she can't even have surgery. She's had injections, cortisone injections, in her shoulder. She's been taking some serious heavy, painkillers to just maintain the pain and live with the pain, because the doctors have basically said to her that, it's not treatable and it's not, operated on for someone at her age and with other conditions that she has. So it was music to my ears when I applied the patch to my mum, and on the second day she came running in the morning into the kitchen and said, Paula, where's the patch, please? I want another patch. I said, hi, Mum, what's going on? She goes, oh my God, it's the first time I slept in years. I says, what do you mean? She goes, I actually slept for 7-8 hours. And even when she woke to go to the bathroom, normally that's it for my mum. She can't get back to sleep. She went back to sleep in a deeper state. So she was over the moon about that. We applied the second patch on the base of her neck. And basically, within a couple of hours, Mum's come in again on the second day and said, look at this, and was blown away. She was able to lift her arm up where above the shoulder, which she's never been able to before. So I can go on and on. I'll just get Mum to have a quick chat to you guys.
Yeah,
Can we see that? Can I see? Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Mum. Okay, can you just basically tell us a bit about your experience with the patches, the first day, about your sleep, and then about the shoulder?
I'm so excited. To be honest, I thought it's a dream. It's not reality, because things are not happen so quick. But with this, it is happened to me. I'm shocked. I'm surprised, and I'm delighted. So happy. Look at this, I'm lifting my arm so high, which I've never lifted for maybe a couple of years. It was just here.
It's never actually been able to be lifted above the shoulder,
yes,
has it?
now it's boom. It's not heavy, and I have to lift it like that before. Lift it with my left hand. Anyway, make the story short, I'm excited, I'm happy. And another thing, the way I sleep, oh my goodness, I sleep so heavy and beautiful after so long. And I wake up once, and I went back and looking forward to go back to sleep again. And I sleep for so many hours. It's wonderful.
Mum, you've been taking a lot of medication
I take a lot of medication, Endon, which is morphine in it. I take Panadol every couple hours. I take a lot of things. I can go on and on and on. Injections on my shoulder because I have torn ligaments for a long time. And they can't operate it because it's very long injury. And it's too late for operation.
So now it's your second day, you haven't taken anything today?
Nothing.
You haven't had
Again, I've taken nothing. And I'm happy. I'm just like, move. Really excited. I'm a guinea pig, but happy guinea pig now.
Thanks, Mum.
Oh, Paul, I love it.
Anything else you want to say?
I say, well, please follow this. This is wonderful.
Yeah, it's just a patch like that behind the back of the neck. You can see Mum's very excited at the moment.
I'm very, very happy to think it works something for me. But this is a miracle.
The fact that you can lift it up like that is pretty amazing.
A miracle.
Especially on the second day.
I think it's no reality, to be honest.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. It's mental. It happens so fast. But anyway.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that.
We live and learn. It's beautiful.
Hard to work, an 84-hour work week with when you have headaches all the time and be productive and all that, you know. So anyway, it's like 3 weeks and I don't have a headache. So that's a huge win for me. I started using this product with the intention of helping me with my migraines. I was getting about 3 to 4 headaches a week. They weren't all migraines, but some of the headaches would turn into migraines. I mean, it was just pretty much debilitating and really uncomfortable and hard to work, an 84-hour work week with when you have headaches all the time and be productive and all that, you know. So anyway, what I noticed that they started declining, and you know, maybe I'd get 2 a week and then it would go to 1 a week, and then now I'm at 4 months, it's like 3 weeks and I don't have a headache. So that's a huge win for me. The other thing that I noticed was my skin, like the elasticity increased within the 3 months is really the sweet spot for this product. And I was like, wow, like these little things were going away, and under my eyes was starting to, the lines were decreasing. But incredible product. I love it. I want to say one more thing. I put this on for 12 hours on and then 12 hours off. That's regeneration, and then 12 hours off so we can repair. So the next day I would take my used patch and I would put a new one on, and I put my used patch on my ankle, which I sprained about almost a year and 3 months ago, and 3 weeks I have not felt any pain in my ankle. So it's actually, I feel like it's actually healing the tendon that was, you know, very injured.
My husband and I are both in our 60s, and we're farmers and ranchers, and we've got grandkids, and we both are feeling like we're experiencing 5-10 years off of our lives just with the increased energy level and reduction in pain.
The patches are amazing.
I feel so much better.
Oh my, what an amazing, life-changing technology.
X39 patch. I feel terrific, and I absolutely feel the difference. My mind, my body, everything feels better.
I remember the day my X39 patches came in the mail. I'd only had about 4 hours of sleep, and I put that patch on around noon and couldn't believe the energy I had to get through the rest of the day.
I noticed using our patch called Eon that at the end of sometimes very stressful 18-hour days, I was really handling life. I was on my game.
Patching has been great for me. I've had lots of shoulder pain, neck pain, pain like if I were to lift my arm here, and as you can see, I can lift it without any pain.
The energy is high, the stamina is good, and the recovery is amazing.
I've noticed after a couple weeks on X39, I was waking up not stuffy in the morning. I'm like, what?
What I like about X39 is my husband and I are both in our 60s, and we're farmers and ranchers, and we've got grandkids, and we both are feeling like we're experiencing 5-10 years off of our lives just with the increased energy level and reduction in pain. So we're much more mobile and having a lot more fun. Thank you, X39.
I just couldn't explain what's going on. Anyway, 2 days later, and everything's still going really, really well. I'm astounded. I've got no pain in my knee. Hello there, folks. Yeah, I'm Billy. I'm an ex-Royal Marine Commando. I've done 9 years in there. I ended up having a medical discharge due to an accident in the forces. Doing some abseiling, I hit the ground rather hard on my knee. And I've ended up having 23 different operations to the knee. One was a total fusion of the knee, three of them, are TKRs, total knee replacements. I think I was just a bit too active and a bit young with the knee replacements, and I ruined them within sort of 24 months of having 2 in. This one I'm on now has been in there 15 years. It comes with its good points and its bad points. I'm still able to walk, but I am walking in pain. My way I walk, also brings on backache, back pain because of the way I walk. And I can't exercise, so I've put on weight over the last 2 years. And Maureen's brought these patches along and she says, try these. I'm not going to tell you nothing about it, just be a guinea pig for me and try these. And yeah, I put the patch on. 12 hours later we took it off and we were lying in bed talking. And I said, well, have there been any benefits today? And I sat and I thought, well, yeah, because I'm still sat talking to you. Usually I'm fast asleep by 10 o'clock. This was 12:30 at night. I got that much energy left. I didn't know where it was coming from. I said, not only that, my son downstairs, when we were sat in the kitchen, he's got a PlayStation in there. And he's sat there and he's playing on the PlayStation, it's FIFA football. I'm sat on in the chairs at the table behind, and usually, without my glasses, I couldn't see the ball on the screen. I sat there in bed and with Mo and I said, Bab, I can actually read what's on that screen in front of us. I just couldn't explain what's going on. Anyway, 2 days later, and everything's still going really, really well. I'm astounded. I've got no pain in my knee. I've had an elbow issue which I broke twice as a youngster, never set properly, and I've been getting pain issues with that. I've got no pain there. I've been out bike riding. I just don't know where all this has come from. Everything's going really well now. I've been a week in, I feel like a new bloke. I've got loads of energy. I'm stood there washing up, I'm cooking, doing all the things I used to let Mo used to do because I couldn't get around to do them. I just feel so good.
I have obviously got, as an 82-year-old in my 83rd year, I've got a lot of pain from arthritis and other things as well. And that is definitely beginning to go. There is no question about it. I can actually clench my right fist now, which I couldn't do 3 days ago. I can clench my left fist now, which I couldn't do 3 days ago. First of all, I was born with one leg shorter than the other. And I was always warned that that would give me problems in later life, which it has done, and it's got worse in the last few years. I've also got a tilted pelvis, which also gives me pain in the lower regions and my back. This really has led to me becoming very depressed, and my life in general since in the last 18 months, I've got worse and worse and worse, feelings of depression, can't sleep at night because of pain, all sorts of problems. And the problems seem to get worse as you feel worse. I've been using the patches now, this is my 6th day, and I can honestly report vastly improved sleep. And I've got loads more energy. For the last 2 months, 3 months, I've been unable to take the dog out with my wife. I've been able to go out at all, really, because I was in so much pain. and didn't have the inclination to do so. That has now disappeared. I've now got much, much more energy, and I feel like the old John Hanley again. As to use the words of one of your old companies, my boom back has come back. I have obviously got, as an 82-year-old in my 83rd year, I've got a lot of pain from arthritis and other things as well, and that is definitely beginning to go. There is no question about it. I can actually clench my right fist now, which I couldn't do 3 days ago. I can clench my left fist now, which I couldn't do 3 days ago.
You know, it's so similar what you're saying to what I experienced with my dad, you know, because when I went off to Michigan and I came back, honestly, he was glowing. It was like there was just a completely different complexion to his skin. We had him off all medication. You know, he'd gone from, you know, not being able to clench a fist to suddenly being able to clench his fist.
Feels better than being on the couch and in bed all the time.
Aww.
And not being able to move.
Last time when we took the video, you were in a lot of pain.
Oh yeah.
How would you say your pain level is now?
Oh my goodness. Wow. I'd say like a 2.
Really?
Yep.
A 2 out of 10? What? Oh my gosh. And how bad was it before? Oh, that was the TV.
It was bad.
How bad was it before, honey?
Oh, it was so bad. I couldn't even get out of bed.
And now you can get out of bed just fine?
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt anymore?
No.
Aw, that's so amazing. I'm so happy. So what have you been doing? You've been putting the X39 on every night and just wearing it while you're sleeping?
Yeah, that's right.
That's amazing. So your pain is a 2 out of 10. That's amazing.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the other day I saw, Dad actually saw you repotting plants.
Yeah.
What? And just like a month ago, you were trying to eat, and
yeah,
you would drop your fork and drop your spoons, and you couldn't lift up your mugs.
I haven't cooked in such a long time. Now I'm back to cooking.
Yeah. Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And how does it feel to be cooking again?
Oh, it feels better than being on the couch and in bed all the time.
Aww.
And not being able to move.
And by the way, I am on an insulin pump and a CGM, continuous glucose monitor, and I watch myself like a hawk. I have to, you know, because of the type 1 diabetes. And then the next night, same thing happened. You know, I walk, I could go another 2 miles, you know, it's like, once I started the X39 patches, it was gradual actually. Initially, I don't have a belly button because of the surgery, so I use the spot behind my neck, and I have upper back problems. You know, I do get, you know, adjustments and all that. Immediate relief was almost like getting a neck adjustment from chiropractor, or like somebody, you know, usually it's like kind of hard, you know. And I put the patch on, about 15-20 minutes later, it was almost like somebody sprayed WD-40, and it was very smooth, you know. So I said, okay, that's good. And after about 4-5 days, I walk with my dogs like late at night, and I wasn't, you know, my stamina, you know, I work, and you know, it wasn't, you know, all that great. But 2 weeks in, I was doing almost a mile, and I wasn't tired at all. I could go another, it was 11:30 at night in the apartment complex. And I said, that's interesting, because usually I get tired and my legs and all that, there's like a fatigue factor because of the anemia and, all the other stuff I've been dealing with. And by the way, I am on an insulin pump and a CGM, continuous glucose monitor, and I watch myself like a hawk. I have to, because of the type 1 diabetes. And then the next night, same thing happened. I walk, I could go another 2 miles. It's like, so after having a full day. And to this day, it's still that way. But one of the most profound things was, ever since I was a kid, waking up always been a problem for me. With the patches, all of a sudden, I 5, 10, 15 minutes before my iPhone alarm goes. And that never, ever happened to me in my whole entire life. I'm 55 years old. About the 3rd week into X39 stem cell patches, my muscles were tightening up. Without exercise, mind you. I'm like, this is interesting. I mean, I'm not, doing anything for my upper body muscles, my chest, my shoulders, my arms, they are tightening up without lifting weights. And there's nothing else I can credit this to.
Yeah, it's interesting you said about the arm muscles, because for me, I didn't have any physical pain. So when I was using it, the only thing that I could gauge it on was the fact that I was going to the gym and I was pushing it harder and harder and harder. And that bit where someone goes to the gym and you can't straighten your arm the next day? Right. That's never happened. And that's astonishing. I started to lift heavier and heavier and heavier just to really try and tear the muscle. And I got nothing. I've not had any soreness.
Yeah.
So there's definitely something pretty profound going on the muscle building side for sure.
I've been in natural health research at least for 30 years. Like I said, it wasn't immediately, but, gradual, because my body is so banged up and been through so much, but I feel, much better. I feel much stronger. And the walking thing, like you said, I was reading about your dad.
Yeah.
Doing, power walks on the beach in Marbella. I mean, that's remarkable. And I feel the same with walking with my dogs. And, this is after 9-hour day and at night, late at night, and usually I just do, maybe a half a mile nowadays days with the dogs. Now I'm up to 1.75 miles and I could go on, I mean, it's that remarkable.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with my dad doing those power walks down the beach, it must be about a mile, 1.5 kilometer hill that we live up to the side of the mountain, and then it's straight down to the beach. So they walk down there, then walk all along the beach, and then and they started even walking back now. And this, literally, we moved here on the 5th of November, and it's now I don't know, 15th, 14th, 15th of January or something. I swear to you, on the 5th of November, the very first day we got here, we went for a food shop, and he must have walked, my dad, 200 meters, got into the supermarket and was just there holding his side. And I'm looking at going, Jesus Christ, is he really this bad, And for that to have turned into what they're doing now is just mind-boggling,
Yeah.
I climbed out the cab, and it was that moment of realization. I just realized that straight away the pain had just gone. There was just nothing there. And I'm like, this is strange. So I got back in the cab and I climbed back out the cab again. Same, no pain. I thought, this is amazing. I mean, I've had this for 2 years and the pain's just gone. Reluctantly, I made an appointment at the doctor's and went down, and he said, basically, it's your hip joints. They're starting to seize up a little bit with your job, and you're not getting enough exercise. So he referred me to a physio. So I did that, and And it didn't make any difference. The pain was still there every time I bent down, every time just walking along sometimes, the just pain just be there all the time. And I've had that for 2 years, 2 years of it. I just thought, you know what, I've got to give this a try because I've been living in pain for 2 years and it's getting me down and nothing's gotten rid of it. Now, day one, I didn't notice a massive difference. So immediately straight away I was thinking, oh, this isn't going to work, you know. But obviously I kept on with it, put another patch on the next day. Now day two was the big breakthrough. It was at the end of the day, I pulled the bus up into the depot and I just completely forgot I was wearing the patch. I was just thinking about going home. I climbed out the cab and it was that moment of realization. I just realized that straight away, the pain had just gone. There was just nothing there. And I'm like, this is strange. So I got back in the cab and I climbed back out the cab again. Same, no pain. I thought, this is amazing. I mean, I've had this for 2 years and the pain's just gone. So as soon as I got home, I told the wife, I said, you're not going to believe this, but you know, my pain I've been suffering with my groin and my lower abdomen, it's just gone. She said, what? What do you mean? I said, it's gone. It's gone. I'm telling you, this patch has just got rid of my pain. I can't believe it. I can't wait to see what else it's going to do. Well, it's gone on to do other things. So, say back end of the week, with my job, I work silly shifts. I mean, I'm up as early as 2:30 in the morning, in at 4 o'clock in the morning. On a late, I'm working till as late as 1 o'clock at night. So my body clock's all over the place, and because of that, I get a lot of fatigue. I mean, like on an early, I'll come home from work and I'll just sit down and I'll just crash out. And the wife's never too happy about it because we've got two young kids. And when I'm there asleep on the couch and the kids have come home from school, I'm not interacting with them. I'm not playing with them. And yeah, it's not been good. But at the back end of the week, of week one, I was coming home from work, sitting down, and I was wide awake, still alert, still full of energy. And I thought, well, this is strange because I used to just fall asleep. So I've noticed that I think I'm sleeping deep. I'm sleeping 5 or 6 hours a night, but I think I'm getting that much. The sleep's so deep that it's enough to get through a whole day without having to fall asleep anymore. So it's changed my life dramatically. Apart from the pain, the fact that I've got more energy, I've got more time for my kids and my wife, and I'm more helpful around the house. So that's good. But it didn't stop there, and more things have happened since. So in week two, I was going to bed and I brushed my teeth as usual, and I spat toothpaste out, and I realised, hang on, there's no blood there. For at least 3 years, every time I brush my teeth, my gums bleed, and they're inflamed and they bleed, and I'm just spitting lots of blood out. There was absolutely no blood at all, and I thought, well, this is strange. So I did it the next night, brushed my teeth, same again. Next night, same again. It's gone. Now, 3 years ago it's a bit embarrassing to say, but 3 years ago was the last time I visited the dentist. He checked my teeth and he said, look, I want to clean your teeth, but you've got gum disease and they're bleeding a lot, so I'm not going to do that until you've got rid of the gum disease. So you need to brush them regularly, day and night, when you get up in the morning, when you go to bed at night, and hopefully that'll get the inflammation down of your gums and they'll stop bleeding. So I did. I've done that for 3 years. I've been brushing my teeth regularly, and the gums have just kept on bleeding and just kept on bleeding. And well, that was until last week, and now I feel like I can actually go back to the dentist for the first time in 3 years and say, look, I want my teeth cleaning, which is quite incredible. That's life changing in itself. It didn't stop there. I've suffered with athlete's foot for years. My feet are a bit sweaty, another embarrassing thing, but for the last week or so now, I haven't been itching my toes. I used to scratch my toes like crazy and then start bleeding. All of a sudden, it's just cleared up. So that for me is confirmation that wearing this patch and the stem cells that are being regenerated and are going to the places that my body needs them, and they're fixing things.